Something revolutionary is happening beneath the asphalt of highways around the world. Can you imagine never stopping at a charging station again? Your electric car gaining power with every mile you drive. It sounds like science fiction, but several countries have already made it reality. While most of the world is still debating where to put charging stations, engineers in China, Sweden, and America have built roads that transfer electricity directly into moving vehicles. From magnetic concrete that powers trucks at highway speeds to solar highways generating 1 million kilowatt-hours annually. Today, I'm going to show you the 8 most incredible charging roads ever built. Stay until the end, because China's intelligent highway at number 1 isn't just charging cars. It's completely redefining the future of transportation itself. Number 8. South Korea's O-Levy system. We begin with something that completely changed what engineers believed was possible. Back in August 2013, the city of Gumi in South Korea launched the world's first wireless charging buses on regular public roads. Developed by KAIST, one of Asia's most prestigious research universities, these buses receive 100 kilowatts of electricity while driving, transferred wirelessly through the road itself. Here's what makes this truly remarkable. The buses maintain a 17-centimeter air gap between their undercarriage and the road surface, yet electricity jumps across that gap at 85% efficiency. It's like having an invisible cable that follows your vehicle everywhere it goes. The technology uses something called shaped magnetic field in resonance. Electrical cables buried beneath the asphalt create powerful magnetic fields, and a receiver mounted under the bus converts those fields directly into electricity. But the real genius lies in how little infrastructure this requires. Only 5 to 15% of the road needs the embedded cables. The rest of the route runs on battery power alone. And here's what left engineers speechless. Because the buses charge constantly while moving, their batteries are only 1/3 the size of regular electric vehicle batteries. Less weight means more passengers and lower costs. The road itself is smart enough to recognize when an OLEV bus approaches, switching power on only for authorized vehicles and cutting it off for everything else. South Korea didn't just build a charging system. They proved that roads could become intelligent energy networks, setting the foundation for every electric road that followed. Number 7. Indiana's magnetizable concrete highway. In 7th place, we have something that sounds like it belongs in a science fiction movie. Indiana and Purdue University are building the world's first highway made from concrete that wirelessly charges vehicles as they drive. The secret ingredient comes from German startup Magment, who created concrete mixed with recycled magnetic particles. This isn't ordinary pavement. It's a giant wireless charger disguised as a road. The magnetizable concrete achieves up to 95% power transmission efficiency, meaning almost no energy is lost between the road and your vehicle. That's better than most wired chargers you plug into at home. But here's where it gets truly impressive. This system is designed to charge heavy-duty trucks at 200 kilowatts and above while they're moving at highway speeds. To put that in perspective, that's enough power to keep a 40-ton semi-truck running indefinitely without ever stopping. Construction kicked off in April 2024 at Purdue's campus, and once testing succeeds, Indiana will electrify an actual interstate highway segment. Governor Holcomb called it proof that Indiana is leading the charge in transportation innovation. While other states debate where to put charging stations, Indiana is eliminating the need for them entirely. They're not just paving roads anymore. They're building the infrastructure that makes range anxiety a thing of the past. Number 6. Germany's e-highway system. Germany took a completely different approach to charging vehicles at highway speeds, and the results are nothing short of revolutionary. In May 2019, Siemens opened the first electric highway on the A5 Autobahn between Frankfurt and Darmstadt. Instead of burying technology underground, they mounted 670-volt overhead cables above the road, exactly like electric trains have used for over a century. Hybrid trucks equipped with special pantographs on their roofs connect to these cables while cruising at 90 kilometers per hour. The system automatically detects when cables are available and extends the collector to start charging. Need to overtake another vehicle? The pantograph retracts instantly, and the truck switches to battery power without missing a beat. The efficiency numbers are staggering. These trucks operate at over 80% energy efficiency, and Siemens calculates that drivers save €22,000 in fuel costs for every 100,000 kilometers traveled. That's nearly $24,000 back in your pocket while eliminating emissions entirely. Germany invested €70 million developing the trucks and has already built 3 test sections across the country. Their national recommendation calls for equipping 4,000 kilometers of motorway with overhead charging by 2030, which would cover 60% of all German truck traffic. Germany proved that century-old railroad technology could solve a 21st century problem, transforming their highways into infinite power sources for commercial transportation. Number 5. Italy's Arena del Futuro. Italy assembled an unprecedented coalition of automotive giants to build something the world had never seen. On the A35 motorway between Milan and Brescia, a consortium including Stellantis, Iveco, ABB, and 3 major Italian universities constructed a 1,050-meter test circuit they call the Arena of the Future. This closed loop near the Chiari Ovest exit is powered by 1 full megawatt of electricity flowing through copper coils buried beneath the asphalt. When the circuit launched in May 2022, it demonstrated something remarkable. A Fiat 500 passenger car and an Iveco commercial bus charge simultaneously while driving on the same stretch of road. Different vehicles, different sizes, different power requirements, yet the same road powered them both at the same time. The wireless system transfers approximately 70 kilowatts to each vehicle through magnetic induction, enough to extend range significantly with every lap. But here's what makes this project truly groundbreaking. It's built on an actual toll road, demonstrating that existing highway infrastructure can transform into charging assets. If successful, the entire 62-kilometer A35 highway could be electrified. Italy proved that toll roads of the future won't just collect money from drivers. They'll sell electricity to every vehicle that passes, turning infrastructure into a revenue-generating power grid on wheels. Number 4. Tel Aviv's wireless bus network. Tel Aviv became the first city on Earth to deploy wireless charging for public buses at commercial scale, and the results completely redefined what urban transportation can achieve. In September 2020, the city partnered with Israeli company Electrion and the Dan Bus Company to electrify a 2-kilometer route between Tel Aviv University and the Klatskin terminal. 600 meters of that route contains wireless charging coils buried beneath the street surface. But here's where it gets incredible. The buses don't charge at special stations. They charge while passengers board and exit at regular stops. Every 30-second pause becomes a power boost, feeding electricity directly into the vehicle through magnetic fields. The city calls it opportunity charging, and it's brilliantly simple. This approach achieved something engineers previously thought impossible. The project demonstrated that bus batteries could be reduced by 90%, from 400 kilowatt-hours down to just 42. Smaller batteries mean lighter buses, more passenger capacity, and dramatically lower costs. The success led to a $9.4 million commercial deal covering 200 buses across Tel Aviv's transit network. The first phase equipped 100 buses at the Reading Transport Terminal, with expansion continuing into 2025. Tel Aviv didn't just test a technology, they created the operational blueprint for how every city in the world could power its public transit wirelessly. Number 3. Detroit's wireless charging road. The city that invented the automobile just reinvented the road itself. In November 2023, Detroit unveiled America's first public wireless charging roadway on 14th Street in the historic Corktown neighborhood, right next to Michigan's Central Station. The quarter-mile stretch looks like any ordinary road, but 4 inches beneath the asphalt lies a network of copper coils that transfer electricity directly into vehicles driving overhead. When a Ford E-Transit shuttle, equipped with a special receiver, approaches, the coils create a magnetic field that charges the battery wirelessly, whether the vehicle is parked or moving. The system is remarkably intelligent. Each coil activates only when an approved vehicle passes directly above it, ensuring energy flows precisely where it's needed and nowhere else. Michigan DOT and Electrion have committed to a 5-year partnership, with plans to expand to a full mile of charging roadway along Michigan Avenue. Mayor Mike Duggan put it perfectly. Detroit is the birthplace of the auto industry, home to the first concrete road and the first traffic signal. Now it's home to America's first wireless charging road. The Motor City isn't just preserving its legacy, it's writing the next chapter of transportation history. Number 2. Sweden's electric highway network. Sweden isn't just testing electric roads, they're building an entire nation that never needs to stop for charging. In 2018, the E-Road Arlanda project opened a 2-kilometer stretch between Stockholm's Arlanda airport and a nearby logistics hub. The system works like a giant slot car track. Electrified rails embedded in the road surface transfer power through a retractable arm that extends from underneath each vehicle. When a truck drives over the rail, the arm automatically lowers and starts charging. Move into another lane to overtake, and it retracts instantly. The rails activate in 50-meter sections, energizing only when vehicles pass and tracking exactly how much electricity each driver consumes. But Sweden's ambitions extend far beyond one test road. The government is planning 3,000 kilometers of electric highways by 2045, connecting Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Malmö. Research shows that electrifying just 25% of Swedish roads would serve most journeys, potentially reducing truck battery sizes by up to 80%. Sweden proved that an entire country's highway network could become one continuous charging station, making the fuel stop obsolete forever. Number 1. China's Jinan Solar Highway. Meet the road that does everything. In December 2017, China opened a 1,080-meter stretch of highway in Jinan that generates its own electricity, monitors its own traffic, melts its own snow, and will soon charge your car while you drive. Every single day, 45,000 vehicles barrel across what looks like ordinary pavement. But beneath that surface lies a three-layer technological marvel. Transparent concrete on top protects photovoltaic solar panels in the middle, while insulation underneath keeps everything functioning perfectly. Those solar panels are thinner than a Chinese yuan coin standing on its edge, yet they withstand 10 times more pressure than traditional asphalt. The road generates 1 million kilowatt-hours of electricity annually, enough to power 800 homes. Embedded heating elements automatically melt snow and ice during winter. Sensors throughout the surface monitor temperature, traffic flow, and the weight of every vehicle that passes. But here's what makes this truly revolutionary. Qilu Transportation Development Group is already working with domestic automakers to integrate wireless charging directly into the pavement. China didn't just build a smarter road, they built a glimpse into a future where highways are power plants. Every journey extends your range, and stopping to charge becomes as obsolete as stopping to feed your horse. What we've just seen isn't science fiction. These are real roads, operating right now, fundamentally transforming how humans move across the planet. From South Korea's pioneering buses to China's solar-powered intelligent highways, engineers have proven that the road beneath your tires can become your infinite fuel source. The question is no longer whether electric roads will replace traditional charging. It's how quickly this revolution will spread. Imagine a world where range anxiety disappears completely, where your car gains power with every mile, where highways generate more electricity than they consume. That future has already begun. Which of these incredible roads impressed you the most? Would you drive on a highway that charges your car? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.